Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Robert from Cash's Treasures, and I got another video for you guys today. Today is going to be my haul video from the 82nd Philly Non-Sports Card Show. And thanks for all the love on my walkthrough video. It's getting up there in views. I do appreciate each and every single one of you watching that. I do appreciate a lot of the new eyes and comments on that video. This is what it's all about. I'm here dedicated to the Philly Non-Sports Card Show. I don't skip a beat when it comes to that show. And I just want to make sure that anybody that can attend the show gets a chance to see what the show is all about. So, I heard that this was the best attended show in a long time, So I want to give, a big shout out to, the Tozer family for everything that they do to put this show on. I don't know where I would be without the show. It's, my one thing that I look forward to every 6 months-ish. So, the next show, the 83rd show, is October 25th and 26th at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center. So, there is no word yet on, what artists are going to be there, but there's always a ton of artists that are there. So, one of the very first things that I want to show you guys is I was super stoked when I was able to get this. So Saturday night's dinner, they do tables. They always put something on the table. It's always like a little bouquet of, whatever. This year it was candy and stuff like that. So, but they were celebrating 40 years of Garbage Pail Kids, which is now pretty much. So they had a thing on the table basically saying, celebrating 40 years of GPK, Philly Non-Sports Card Show, and 40th anniversary. And we all know the 40th anniversary, that was 40th anniversary of Atom Bomb. So, and then of course on the back, celebrating 40 years of GPK. I probably should have showed this side first. So then you would have been like, oh, that's really cool. And then when I flipped it over and showed you this side, you would have been like, that's even cooler. So let's take a look as we go around. We got David Gross. We got newcomer Sam. We got newcomer Vinny. We got newcomer Big Adam. And we got newcomer Albino Rhino. These four are now officially Garbage Pail Kid sketch card creators. Their first set was Chrome 7. Then we have Smokin' Joe and Joe Simcoe. So this is going to be one of my treasured pieces. I pulled this off the table. I said, this is mine. You guys can do whatever you want. I don't care about the candy or anything. This is what I want, and I'm going to get it signed, by all of the official Garbage Pail Kid artists that was at the show, that I saw at the show. I'm kind of a little sad that I didn't get Ted Dastic Jr. to sign it. I did run into him at the show. Great, another Jersey boy. He did show me some of his Jersey Devil set that he's continuing to work on. He's had a few delays in it, but it's coming. He reassured me that it was coming. So once that comes out, we'll definitely, show that as well. But if you like this kind of video, definitely consider subscribing. From the bottom of my heart to you, it definitely does help me, So consider subscribing. We're trucking towards that 1,500 subscribers. I got over 100,000 views now, and I want to thank every single one of you for that. So I do appreciate everybody watching my videos. I'm over 100,000 views now, and that's tremendous. So I want to thank each and every one of you, and I want to say, if you're not subscribed, consider it. Just a little token of your appreciation, and I'll make more great videos as a token of my appreciation. So let's move on to the books. Now, you all saw the books. I've showed the books multiple times. I've showed all throughout the books. I've showed the one that I colored in and everything like that. But what I'm going to show you now is this is the 3-book set that I have been getting autographed. So let's crack this one open. And this is what's inside of here. Let me show this real quick. This was done by Amber. Everybody calls her Glowing Amber. A great tribute card to Roxanne Tozer, which, you know, if they didn't buy the show back in 2012, who knows where the show would be at today. So this is basically a little bit of breakdown, you know, of the show information, the 82nd Philly non-sports card show, and, you know, just a little, you know, synopsis on, you know, Roxanne, who she was, and everything else like that. So I do appreciate, you know, her doing this, and, you know, super, super great stuff. So, and of course I have a few more of these. So anything that I have, you know, doubles of, I will, you know, include in a giveaway at some point. So I'll put those in there, and let's take a look. So now we have Joe Simcoe did the cover art. R.L. Stein did the book itself. And Jeff Zapata doing the illustrations throughout the book. So, and the only other person I have to get now is Fred Wheaton. So, Fred, if you're watching any of my videos, I would love to send these to you. I'll pay both ways to get them signed. And then I will pretty much officially, you know, have the signatures of all of the gentlemen that, you know, contributed to this book, these books. So, I'm going to put it up on Facebook as well. And like I said, I'll send them super cautious packaging. I would not like to lose these. But if anybody is in direct contact with Fred Wheaton, I saw him probably, you know, 5 or 6 years ago at one of the Philly shows. It might have been longer than that, when it was still at Merchant Square Mall. So, but of course these books didn't come out then. So, and I haven't saw him after that. But I would really love to get his final signature on these 3 books at some point if I could. So, Fred, if you're watching, definitely drop me an email. I would love it, and I would appreciate it. And I will pay both ways, everything. I'll even give you some more money if you need it. So let's take a look at what else we got. We got a blaster of Kids at Play. Now, guy had these on his table for $10 a piece. So I grabbed one, and I bought one for Big Adam for all of the crazy shit that he's done for me over the course of the years. I'm going to show you something that he gave me. It's not so much for this channel. Excuse me. And it's the fact that I coughed. That'll come up later on in the video as well. But he found something that he was like, dude, yeah, I had to buy this for you. You had to have it. You know, it's for your other channel. And if anybody knows, I also have a channel called Cash's Collection, where I open up Kinder Joy. And he found this. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it. So he found this in one of his ventures out in flea marketing, and he was like, I had to buy it for you, and it's awesome, and it comes apart. I'm assuming at one point it had some chocolate inside of it, but I was super stoked when he gave it to me. He was like, yeah, I got you something, and it still got the sticker, everything else like that on it. So I was just super cool when he gave it to me. It looked like it had some soccer stuff inside of it, but I appreciate this, man. And you know, you are a true friend. And let's take a look at some of the other stuff that we have here. Here's just a few little cars that I've picked up. This is an awesome one here. And I do like a lot of the older vintage stuff too. So, John Players, of course, these are tobacco cards. But then we have the Cabbage Patch Rejects. Did a set of cards that I did a review of already. They were at the show, first time doing a show. Great meeting them. It's a family that's been doing it, you know, uncle and nephew, that do the cards together. So awesome stuff. This was one that they were giving out, is a rejected card. And there's a little QR code on the back if you want to check them out. Definitely check them out. They have some really great stuff. And they have some really cool stuff that's going to be coming up later on. So here's one of their sets that will be coming up later on. I will be doing a review on all of these sets. You know, once they come out, I'll make sure that I get them from them. And we'll do some really cool stuff. These are little stickers. And you definitely can't go wrong with Freaky Racers. You know, in the Mars Attacks. But this one's kind of cool here. Scamazon. Zombie delivering your package here. And this is a P1 promo card. It's going to be available summer of 2025. Visit the website. Check out all the other stuff that they have. CP Rejects, CabbagePatchRejects.com. Freaky Racers. Awesome Batman looking one there. But his name is Ratman. In the back of that card, promo P1. And we got some other creepy. That guy's kind of cool. She's a pet. And the back of this card. And like I was saying when I was coughing earlier, I said that'll come up later on. Big Adam and I constantly talk about when I do my videos, sometimes I cough in my videos, and sometimes people have a really big issue with me coughing. So on the Carnage Pale Kids card, he did a nice little sketch for me. Coughin' Cash. So here I am coughing all over some GPKs. But one thing that I pointed out to him right away is that he got my hair color right. You know, it's dark brown, you know. So, and if you saw my other sketch that he did for me, he gave me red hair. So I was like, what's up with the red hair? And he was like, I always envisioned you with red hair. So here we have a garbage chute droid that he did. Awesome stuff right here. And another garbage chute droid. And we got another garbage chute droid here. Awesome stuff. Big Adam. Go check him out. Big Adam 1987. Check him out on Facebook. Carnage Pal Kids here. And this card is really cool because this card is basically taking a bunch of different artists and sewing them all together like Frankenstein. So, and here on the back is some of the artists. I probably should have had them sign the rest of it, but, you know, the people that were there. But anyway, I'll see him in the future. But Carnage Pal Kids sketch card. Coffin Cash. I love it. Love it. And got some stickers in here. We got the deep cut sticker. And we got Adam Edwards' personal sticker itself. Love every single thing. As soon as he handed me this, you know, the Coffin Cash card, dude, I just started laughing my ass off. You know? So, and I'm like, it gets me every single time. So I got horrible allergies, and it gets me every single time. Coffin Cash. And here was a special promo. Spoof Troop. Exclusive card for the 82nd Philly Non-Sports Card Show. So, and I had the pleasure of hanging out with the dude that created these. Really great dude. We were, you know, at the same table for dinner. You know, so he was down to earth and, you know, kind of got all of our sense of humor and everything else like that. And he does some packs, and he's doing a membership club. So definitely check him out. And check him out at smclubhouse.com. Definitely check it out. Now, let's take a look at some of the other cards that we have here. And if you saw at the show that there was going to be a 4-card Roxanne Tozer tribute set, official Garbage Pail Kid 4-card set. See, by Topps, official card, and that they were selling them for $10 a set. Now, you could have gotten them signed because you had Joe Simcoe was there. You had David Gross was there. You had Smokin' Joe was there. But sadly, Neil Camira couldn't make the show. But you still could have got 3 of the 4. And I'm sure at some point down the road, I will see Neil Camira at another show in the future. But I got a few of these. I got 4 sets to include in some giveaways. Of course, I have my set there. So awesome stuff. And one of the things that they did give away at the Sunday dinner was a metal version of the card in the promo pack, you know, for when you came in. So, the metal version of the red card. Fun stuff there. And of course, I got a few of these because I do 2 two-day admissions. So, and here's some more older cards that I picked up as well. Dixie Cup lid. Look at that. The Philadelphia Dairy Products Company. The Panther. Fun stuff. I always like picking up these kind of things. And then I have a couple of these T59s. Definitely with the T59, I always, if I see them for cheap, I always pick them up. I'm not trying to finish the set, but if at some point, I do, get quite a few of them, then, I'll, finish it up one day. So. And I always love space. So this was an awesome one here. And these I'm picking up for, basically $2. Thailand. Flags of the world. And then, every time I see some, American flags, I like this. This is space and American flags, And then Iwo Jima, raising the flag there. And really good condition cards as well, too, for these. So, fun stuff. And, talking about deep cuts, I have a deep cuts promo pack that I will be opening and doing a review on at some point in the future. Deep Cuts promo pack right there. So, let's go to some other stuff. I got some One Piece Royal Blood hanger packs. I got 4 of those. I'm a big anime fan as well. One Piece, One Punch Man. My wife is a big Naruto fan. And then we have The Fiending. This is a new set by a couple talented gentlemen that I always hang out with at the show. I always chat them up. Anytime I see, their post on Facebook or Instagram, I always chat them up on there. I've been talking to them for quite some years now. And I got a few things that I got over the years. I did a whole video on some of these in the past, and I showed you all my promos that I have signed. So, and I got a few more signed this go around for the new set. So, which are peel and stick stickers. So, really great stuff. Steven and John, couple really great guys. And we were chatting about picking up some interesting things, And this is a set that they did in the late 90s. And if you walk through my video, if you watch my walkthrough video, he hands me this set, and he goes, "Here, this is for you." And he goes, "Do you know why?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm a friend of the company." And he goes, "No, because you saved me," because he had put out there, come see us at the Philly Non-Sports Card Show, but had the dates a little bit off. So I didn't want to come across as being quite a dick, but I was like, "Hey, those dates are the 5th and the 6th. I just don't want anybody to miss you guys." So, so he said, "Thanks." And he gifted me this Hot Ride Super Freak set that I'll definitely be doing a review on as well, too. So that'll come at a later time also. Really great gentleman. And if you were at the Sunday dinner, the Saturday dinner, here was another metal card that you got. So you got a metal version, a single metal version of one of the 4 set cards that they did. So, you know, a metal version of one of these, and I happen to get the Neil Chimera metal card. Also, if you were there on Sunday at 1 o'clock, you got the metal version of the Rappin' Roxanne card, as well as the paper card. So, only 100 of them produced. They were given away at 1 o'clock on Sunday. So, you know, there's always a ton of giveaways at the show. Always stuff, you know, that is being given away. Super cool things all the time. So, now let's take a look, see what else we have here. Let's go back real quick to the Cabbage Patch rejects. And we have a few full sets, a super exclusive checklist, the holiday set, a yellow bordered set, and a blue bordered set, matching serial numbers, 517 of 1,000. And these will be going for my giveaway. This will be part of the 1,500 subscriber giveaway once we hit that. So a sneak peek at one of the prizes for the giveaway that'll be included in that. And we got Legendary Babies 2025 Tribute Pack Philly Non-Sports Card Show. I will be ripping this promo pack, the Tribute Pack, in a future video as well. So definitely stick around to see this. The awesome cards in here. Awesome guys that, you know, put this out. And so just super stoked to rip that pack open as well. And let's go through some sealed older wax packs. Dark Crystal. These were $1 a piece. I had to pick these up. I love this stuff. So I had to pick those up. These will be, when I do my shorts, I'll definitely do a pack or 2 of these, ripping some shorts. Got a Cyndi Lauper pack. I'm going to crack this open, see if I can get the quote-unquote rookie Hulk Hogan card, which is in this set. And we got a V trading card pack. They're here. Trading cards and stickers with bubblegum by Fleer. Awesome stuff. Let's take a look at a couple other cool packs. We got a Sharknado. Contains 10 collectible cards. Sharknado. My Bloody Valentine. I love these wax packs by Sidekick. There you go. And Peanuts. All new. Can't go wrong with a sealed wax pack of Peanuts that was made for Super 7. Let's take a look at some other cards here. For my older non-sports card collectors, you can't go wrong with Hassan's Indian Life cards. This is definitely an underrated set, which is really cool. And, you know, I just love the images, you know, on this set. Super stoked to have some of these in my collection as well. And just a fun overall set. And I picked these up, you know, for $2 a piece. You know, so I figured you can't go wrong. for $2 a piece. They're not perfect, but you know what? Who is perfect? And I'll flip it over. Hassan's Indian Life. Awesome cards. Let's take a look at some of these. We got China. Belgium. Now, I had bought some of these the last time at the show, but they were kind of cool looking. So, for $1, I couldn't pass it up. You know, all of these cards in this stack, you know, were $1 a piece. So, and I saw a bunch more of the Bob's Big Boy. And yes, that Bob's Big Boy Family Restaurant cards. So I had to pick the rest of these up. Well, what he had that I don't think that I had in my set. So Alexander Graham Bell, Martha Washington, John Paul Jones, Thomas Paine, Patrick Henry, and Thomas Jefferson. Now, I did pick some up last show. And so, for $1, I figured even if I did have them, it's still kind of cool to add to the collection. Oh, can't forget Lois and Clark. Lewis and Clark, not Lois. And picked up some Menko, Astro Boy. Now, these are all the same card inside of here. There's like, I don't know, 6 or 7. But I picked them up for a couple bucks, and I figured, you know, you can't go wrong with Japanese Menko cards. So, look at that backing. Super cool. Awesome stuff. And what I really went there for is looking to try to complete a few sets of Bazooka Joe cards and comics. You know, so I was able to find, you know, a bunch of 75 and 76s. So, super awesome stuff. And if you have any of this stuff laying around, Bazooka Joe comics and cards, definitely hit me up. I'm always interested in that. That's kind of, you know, the route that I'm going now. Trying to get into some more of this and start collecting a lot more Bazooka Joe stuff. You'll see some of my stuff coming out soon. That I got a rather large Bazooka Joe collection as well too. So, and I'm going to do an extensive video on it in the future. So I picked these up. Great stuff to add to the collection. And over here, if I can grab it without spilling everything everywhere. These right here are a later 80s set for Bazooka Joe Comics. One of 50. And it's almost the full set. I think I'm missing like 5 or 6. If anybody has definitely any of these, let me know. And I would really appreciate it. And that's 1 through 50 on that. And a couple more things. We have the Card King Chronicles. Gary Garani. These are the 90s. This is the thickest book that he's done. Because he says that the 90s, there were tons of stuff to write about. The man is an awesome storyteller. I usually don't get personalized, but these will definitely be staying into my collection for a long time. So, 4 books that he has out so far, I have all 4 of them. All of them are signed by the gentleman, and They're awesome stuff. Now you see here, includes 2 original art sketch cards. And they're pencil art, but they're super cool as well. So, Dino Stars and Dino Stars. They're still cool. Gives you that old school kind of Dinosaurs Attacks vibe, and that's kind of where he comes from. He did a whole book on Dinosaurs Attacks. I did a review on that one, and also showed the roughs that I got from the original series. So awesome, awesome stuff. And a couple last things. A couple pop-ups. We all saw these. The Chumba Chomps. I have them in packaging, but I saw these. They were super cheap, so I had to pick up these so I can add them to my giveaway for 1,500 subscribers. And last but not least are a couple shoebox, 2-row cardboard boxes. I always get these when I go. They're $4 a piece, and usually I'll get 4 or 5. This time I got 3 of them. That's what he had. As I usually fill one of them up with the show stuff that I got, and then kind of slowly go through it and feed it into my collection. So, but that's what I got. I didn't realize that the video was going to be 36 minutes long, but we got a 36-minute video on my haul from the 82nd Philly Non-Sports Card Show. So I hope if you've lasted this long that you're one of the diehards, and you're definitely a subscriber. But what can I say? I love every single one of you. And from the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me to be here and be able to do these videos for you. So, if you like this kind of video, definitely leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified when I have new videos, and always remember, have fun.